Hi, Dr. Mona. Good morning. On this very rainy morning in Mumbai. How is it? How is it there in Powai?
Actually, I'm at Chembur and now I'm at Parel. So it's pouring. It's been pouring since morning and the roads are a little flooded. But the Mumbai rains are awesome. So a little flooding can just be, ignored.
Yeah, it's a welcome change, I suppose, with the heat. Okay, Dr. Mona,
yes.
Yeah, so I'm going to, I will just introduce myself for a second and then I'll ask you to introduce yourself. I'm Jyoti Gandhi, founder of Brain Gym and More. I'm Jyoti Gandhi, founder of Brain Gym and More. And if you have seen the earlier, I guess all of you all would have seen the earlier recordings. So we're going to jump right away into the interview. Dr. Mona, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm, thanks Jyoti for first inviting me, thinking of me, inviting me for this little chat of us, early morning chat.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we will have a good time chatting and meeting in person sometime soon. So I'm Dr. Mona Gajre. I have done my MD in pediatrics, that is child health. And also I have a special interest in children with brain disorders or neurological problems and children with fits, also children with special needs like say ADHD, autism, and learning disorders. Also have a special interest in looking at the etiology or as we call it as a root cause of all these diseases. So I'm interested in the genetics of all these conditions. So
it'll be nice, doctor, if you can just give your number. If anybody wants help, they can come to you. I'm sure there are a lot of people who need help, but they don't know where to go. So maybe at the end, when I give the description, I'll put your number in just in case, and also your all your social media handles. So we tag you so a lot of people know about this interview. Basically, these interviews are to understand that, what is the connection with the brain with a lot of like these different genres of doctors that I'm interviewing for a series of 10 interviews. So we've got a naturopath, we've done a radiologist, we've done a doctor from America. She's a geriatric doctor. So because I know that this is the center of everything and it's 100% it's connected to, every part of medicine. Okay. So I just want you to, how many years have you been practicing for, Mona?
About 25 years or so, 25 plus years.
Oh, that is great. Wow. So I've really got all doctors, like one was, you're 25, 35, 45, like it's huge work that you are doing. Huge work, Mona.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So have you noticed that as time goes by and during the COVID days, there is a little more need for mental wellness?
Definitely, Jyoti. In fact, in today's times, second page, mental illness and COVID has come as a big half-page article. And, when we worked during COVID times, though thankfully COVID was not so much prevalent in children, what we are seeing now is the effects of online tutoring in them. So, a lot of children coming with behavioral problems and separation anxiety and depression-like features. In children, I can talk about this. And in adults, I myself had some, more of, I can see post-COVID, I'm cognitively slow in the sense that, I have difficulty remembering names of things and a little memory issues also present there. And sleep disturbances, everything very much known. I think that people, I'm talking about adults, who were at the baseline or the boundary of, say, anxiety, depression, COVID somehow just tipped them over. It could be the social isolation and lack of communication, and COVID itself as an infection tipped them over to now like a very overt or a very, clinically clinically evident diagnosis of
Disorder.
anxiety and depression.
Disorder. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is crazy. Like, I've been doing this for 12 years to try and make people understand that if you don't have a brain which is working normally, I'm not even talking exceptionally, but normally, you cease to exist, because
Absolutely.
all your money, your education, your houses, jewelry, everything can go for a toss, because this is not in sync with your body, and then all this is useless, whatever you've done all the years through.
Yes.
That's the reason, Mona, that I've got this close to my heart, to see that people are at least exposed to this. They are understand. So I normally teach small tips, tricks, and hacks where people can just follow these little simple rules, and they can take care of their mental health.
Right. So I think you're doing a wonderful job, Jyoti. I mean, it is a need of the hour, and somehow I think during COVID, when people were in forced enforcement, isolation, they have realized really the need of mental wellness along with physical wellness. Physical wellness, of course, has come in India in terms of gymming and all that exercising, but mental wellness is definitely, I think this is the era of mental wellness.
I am so keen that people understand that when you go to a gym and exercise your body, please come to us and exercise your mind.
Absolutely.
I have a thing called brain gym and more. It is gymming for your brain. It is as necessary as exercise. And
it's like, if I may interrupt, it's like, if you don't go to the gym for your physical health, you lose your muscles if they are not worked out. Similar is for the brain. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Absolutely.
That's how I think, Jyoti, your principle of work is on. Yes.
Perfectly stated. Perfectly stated. So I would like you to little bit connect your connection, or what you feel is the connection of your work with mental wellness, just a little bit about it.
So so going on to say neurological problems and children with epilepsy, etc., we know that triggers like, say, if the child is in a low mood or has been watching excessive television, there are certain types of epilepsy which can get triggered. Stress can trigger the epilepsy. Now, in children, the main people who look after them are the caregivers. So if the caregivers are stressed and do not have are not regulated in their emotions and cannot take care of them well, I mean, they are mentally not ill, I would call, but a little unstable in terms of the stress happening or anxiety, depression, this kind of gets transmitted to the child, and this can, just undermine their disease a little more. Now, and in terms of neurodevelopmental disorders, we've seen that during the COVID pandemic, when these children were at home, especially they have very little social skills. Okay, so they have to be trained to develop their social and communication behaviors. Right. So with the COVID pandemic, adding on to social isolation, parents being in a low mood in terms of their job loss, additional stress, these children generally have behavioral problems and temper tantrums, and all this coping up, we've seen that it's been very difficult for the parents to cope as well as the children to cope. So now that we see them physically, we know that, like, in terms of therapy, what they were pre-therapy, they've kind of gone back a lot of steps, and it takes a lot of effort to get the child back on track. So this is kind of, I absolutely think that mental phenomena is totally connected to the body. And as a pediatrician and a pediatric neurologist and a developmental specialist, I see that it is not only the child health that needs to be done, but because the child is in the middle of the family and the family supports them, it's a family-centric kind of care that we always advise for these children. If the family suffers, then definitely the child health is also hindered.
Exactly. So, Mona, I'm authoring a book on all that I have done, and it's going to be in Hindi, Gujarati, and English.
Oh,
And
that's excellent.
yeah,
Excellent.
and it's going to be launched maybe September, October.
Wow.
And
That's really
I
nice.
am trying to reach out to maximum people. In
Yeah.
fact, on the 10th of July, coming Sunday, I have a free webinar for
Okay.
people across the globe to just join in.
Excellent.
And, you know, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a Facebook Live, Insta Live, but I have asked people to register so that, you know, I give them a Zoom link, and it's going to be a Zoom thing. And I will send you the links once, you know,
Definitely.
I get it.
Yeah.
You can spread the word and let people join. This is a free thing.
Yeah.
I give a lot of tips, even when I'm giving this overview of why it's important.
Right.
So even if people do just that, it is a great idea to, you know, help them.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, yeah, so, you know, thank you so much for the support. I just want to tell people, guys, my number is 98201-38538. Jyoti Gandhi is my name. Do connect to me, even to see the free webinar we register. And, you know, you understand that we've already interviewed a couple of doctors from the US, from everywhere, and all of them are saying, and the doctor in the US has also practiced. She has done all my levels of workshops, and she says that they benefit more by these modalities than by taking medicines, which kind of slow them down. And this keeps them high and happy. So I'm a happiness coach and energy medicine coach and brain health awareness coach. So I mix all these things, and I have compiled a beautiful program. So please attend the free webinar on 10th of July. And, you know, Dr. Mona, you've given us such important inputs that how everything is connected to each other. We are all from one source. And eventually, children are connected to parents. So if parents are stressed, how do they work on this?
Yeah. So in fact, Jyoti, do you know, as humans, all of our genetic material is 99.9% the same in all the humans. It's only that 0.1% change which makes us look different, and our behavior and mental makeup different. Wow. So as you said, rightly said, we are all connected, and definitely, and it's proven genetically too. So it's been proven at the research and the scientific level too. Isn't that interesting to know?
It is so interesting. Like it adds on to what I've been teaching. Like this is also researched, and you know, people have to know that we are not doing some mumbo jumbo. It is researched, it's scientifically practiced, and now all the doctors are proving the connection between mind, body, medicine, and all these modalities that we are doing. So I teach breath for the brain, food for the brain, neurological exercises for the brain, and pressure points for the brain.
Yes.
Pressure points. So sometimes when you're doing nothing, you press certain pressure points, you get out of anxiety, you get out of stress. There are things like positive points. There are things like just unwinding your ears. It's just like rubbing your chest, you know, here. So simple things I teach, which makes it all very effective.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do join in for our free webinar, which is on Sunday, Sunday 5:30. I'll share the link with you.
Sure.
And thank you for coming on. Thank you for, because this is going to go on social media. People are going to be aware, and I'm going to share your number, and so people can approach you. Because I have a couple of people in the family, I'm sure, who could need your help.
So, that's wonderful. I'm glad to help them.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Dr. Mona, for giving me your time, your precious time.
Thank you, Jyoti. Yeah. Bye. See you. Bye.